I'd like to dedicate this video to my stepson, Mario DeWell Evans. Mario, this is going to be a very personal video. I'm sure you know already. It's your, I don't know what you would call me, but I would like to call you my stepson. And I hope you feel that I'm someone that you consider a friend now that you're older and more wiser about life in general. I just want to touch bases on a couple of things that you already know, but a couple of them you may not know concerning your mom and myself. Now, when I met your mom, I was only 18 years old. She was 27, you was 5, which means I was only 13 years older than you. Still a teenager myself, though, and trying to figure out life like you was when you first met me. But I must say that I do believe your mom and me meeting was not by mistake. I believe it was set up that way, and I believe you knew all along what our arrangement was. I kind of figured something wasn't right because when I met her, I was on a King Drive bus with my niece, and my niece very well could have been my girlfriend at the time, but your mom didn't care anything about that. And I've never had that much good luck in my life to meet someone who was as attractive as your mom and interested in me. Not saying I'm an ugly person or anything, but I've never had good luck like that. So to speed forward, I know you know that your mom and I always got into altercations and stuff because your mom, she's a drama queen. Well, she was. I don't know how she is now because I haven't seen her. But she was a drama queen back then. She was nice looking. A lot of men liked her. And, she was also dealing with emotional issues, I guess, because of the way she grew up. I'm just assuming that. But for the most part, I tried to love her as much as I could. I do believe she fell in love with me. I can't really say that I really fell in love with her because, as you may know, I always kept a chick on the side or whatever and stuff because, like I said, I was trying to grow up as well. I was only 18. But I did try to stick it out with her. We stayed together, as you know, up until the point where, the cops came and took me away. But before I go off into that, I just want to give you an example as to how I try to love your mom and protect her and care for her and make her feel special. I'm going to give you 2 examples. One is when she and I went up north to this barbershop called Supercuts. It's still there to this day. And your mom got her hair cut and I waited. But when it was over with, she was like, you messed up my hair and I don't like it. I shouldn't have to pay for it. And your mom, knowing the radical person that I am and, the love and care that I had for her, that I would step up and, be like, well, if she don't like it, she shouldn't have to pay for it. She made such a stink about it that I really thought she didn't like it. Come to find out, though, when we left the barbershop, she told me she just didn't want to pay for the haircut, And, I thought to myself, like, man, you could have really put my life in danger. I could have went to prison or jail or something because I acted out like, like she was acting out. That's what you do for people you care about. You stand by their side, regardless. But that time she was wrong. you know, and ever since then I knew she was a pistol, so to speak. Another time we was at a party, she was indulging in some narcotics. She was a little high. I was drinking back then, but not to the extent of going off or anything like that. She got into it with some big girl, you know, and here I come to her rescue again, you know. I beat the girl ass or whatever, you know, and it was all over with. So those are two examples of your mother being a drama queen. And I don't want to go off into the deep end about other things, you know, that I noticed from her. But I said that to say, I stuck with your family for 11 years. I stuck with my family for about 6 months. You understand what I'm saying? Which means I had to care about somebody in your family. And that person, Mario, was you. Because I knew if your mother was a pistol, the apple probably wouldn't fall too far from the tree. So God, in God's divine intervention, kind of led me to your family, even though it may have been somebody's wrong intentions. You understand what I'm saying? Just put me in your family to try to figure out the type of person I am. You understand what I'm saying? To keep tabs on me so they could, you know, do the things that I'm going through now, which is being public publicly scrutinized by everybody in Chicago, it seems like. You know, but you know, Mario, you know what happened that day when I was in 1995 and you were 16 years old. You know what happened that led up to that day. You remember the card that I gave you, the last card that I gave you for your 16th birthday. You know? You know the book that I was writing. And you know that you had to know more about me than I thought. And here's one reason. Because when I had my scooter, I used to let everybody ride. But when I asked you if you wanted to ride, you never wanted to ride it. Now, I'm not mad about that, but I knew you didn't approve of the relationship I had with your mom. And your father wasn't there. But you have to think back. When I first met you, it was me who was ironing your clothes to go to Catholic school, fixing your lunch, you know, trying to treat you like the son I never had, but kind of like an angel at the same time. Now, I'm not saying that I'm the best person you came across, but you can never tell anybody that I really physically hurt you or sexually molested you. And I know, Mario, you went to Catholic school. I know your mom. You understand what I'm saying? I can just imagine what really happened to you, for real, if anything at all. But you know, I never, ever, ever put my hands on you in a sexual way. And all my life I've been fighting to get my story out. But because you never saw eye to eye with me, I believe the devil used you to set me up. Because when I had my spiritual experience with you that one time, you know, and I held you down because something in me told me that you wasn't right. And I didn't want to hurt you, and I didn't want to scare you to death, but you was hollering like I was trying to kill you. But God was telling me then that you wasn't right, and I needed to get away from you, for real, for real. Not to mention I was under my own emotional distress. You understand what I'm saying? But you said something when the police came after you did all that hollering and drama, dramatization, kind of like your mom. When the police came, I opened the door. You could have been like, you know what? We was just having a misunderstanding. You could have ended it right there, for real. Protected me like I used to protect your mom. But you didn't. You saw an opportunity. You went for it. And as a result, I ended up going to the crazy hospital for something that I knew you and your mom was inflicting on me. And that was to finish something that the Chicago mayor, police, my family, and everybody else was trying to do, and that's bring me down. You understand what I'm saying? But what I didn't understand is when the police came and you said, she's got a gun too. How did you know I had a gun, Mario? I never told you. I never told your mother. None of that. How did you know? You understand what I'm saying? See, you're older now. You probably have kids of your own. I don't know. You may be gay. Who knows? Who cares about that part? But how did you know that? You understand what I'm saying? See, you told on yourself. And a lot of it came from that basketball game you and I played on your video game. You understand what I'm saying? See, I wanted to toughen you up. I was hoping that I won the game. And I did. But you were so upset about it. Why? Because first, I'm a female. And second, you know, you just didn't approve of your mom and our relationship. But all along, I was trying to stick it out for you. So, in closing, I want to say this to you, Mario, my son, because I consider you my son. I sacrificed a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I hope you got what you wanted in life. The last picture you gave me, you graduated. You looked like you was a part of an organization. I don't know, the Masons maybe. But you looked like you was in some kind of high-profile organization. That's good. But what comes with that is a lot of dedication. You understand what I'm saying? And where I'm at now, I hope you're pleased with it because I'm alone now. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm sure you read my book and you realized that I spoke highly of you and I was very concerned of your well-being. And I'm glad you're doing good right now. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody that loves somebody sacrifices in some point of their life to see another person grow. You understand? So whatever the case may be, however you may have felt about me back then, I'm here to tell you, you're older now. You should know now that I was not the enemy. I was your friend. I was an angel sent to you from God to make sure that you have at least one person you can say in your life that gave you guidance that you will use somewhere down the line, like now. So I'm hoping one day you can tell the story about, you know, the goodness that I have done for you and realize that a lot of things that I'm going through now, you knew just as well as your family, your mom, grandmother. You knew why I was in your household. And I stuck my neck out for you. It's like this turtleneck, and I'm not one to stick my neck out a lot. But when I do it from my heart, you know. So maybe one day you'll stick your neck out for somebody because the chance you had to stick your neck out for me, you didn't. And as a result, I'm here all alone. You understand what I'm saying? When you could have easily said, you know what? We was just having a family dispute. You know, everything's okay. Because you know that's what I told the police. I said, everything's okay now, you know. But you just had to take the opportunity. But you know what? I still love you. I've made mistakes. But I've grown up too. And I hope you have too. You know. So with that, tell your family I love them. There's no hard feelings. But everybody has to be accountable for their own actions on Judgment Day. I love you.